Snack break. Okay, Paige had this genius thing she said to me this week where she goes, she was talking about something at her house, and I'll let you talk about what that was. And she goes, "This is my yellow wallpaper," and I think that's what inspired this segment is yellow wallpaper of the week. That
Yes.
thing that drives you fucking mad.
Absolutely insane. Mine is Jackhammers. I have construction that's been going on ever since I moved into my boyfriend's apartment. And that has been like a year now. And there's no end in sight. It is an entirely new construction. It's happening right outside my window. There's like a big like I have a video. It's like a big crane, just like whoosh. It literally looks like it's gonna take out my window. It's like I'm not like 10 feet. Like there's all, and then now since like they've built the parking garage underneath the apartments, there's people on like on top of that or whatever, like eye to eye, like so close to me, and I can't. I don't know.
There's no
It's
escape.
so uncomfortable. So we were like thinking because I did some research. My friend told me she's like, you can like go, um, if your house was built before a certain year, I think it's 1968, if your apartment building was built before then, there's a law that if there's a new build construction happening next door, you can get money off of your rent. And it needs to like, qualify for these like, certain things or whatever. And so I was like, okay, did all the research, completely like we are good to go. We're good to go. And I was like, I'm not on the lease. So I was like, Kevin, tell them this, give them this letter. And like, I've written down all these like incidents where they started before 7 a.m. and like all these things. I have like photos. I have cement splattered on the side of my car.
Like literal cement.
Literal cement. It dried onto my car.
Damage.
I have, and then my neighbor's car, it actually has a really big one. She hasn't taken it off. I took mine off, which was like I could at least get like a detail out of that, I'm sure. But I took it off like really quickly, so I think that that's why it didn't damage the paint.
Hers is part of the car now.
I'm
It's a
sure.
growth. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
And
Sorry, babe.
and there's just like I don't know, they pee in bottles and they like put them underneath my car. There's just like crap everywhere all over the
Perverts.
street. It's just like
It's the piss for me. That's where I'm.
it's normally I wouldn't care, but I think the fact that it's actual jackhammers.
No, I care because I hear it in the background of your voice memos, and it's like, and I'm like,
Yeah,
damn.
and it's 7 a.m. That's when it starts, and so I was like, oh, like give this to the people so that we can get some money. Like I'm not paying the amount of money that we're paying
To live in hell.
there. Um,
To live in hell.
it's a horrible environment and it's driving me insane. I don't have one moment of peace. And so
like, have you ever been in a room where you can hear a clock tick, but like it's a jackhammer?
It's a jackhammer. Try jackhammer. Like it's so crazy. So anyway, so then I was like, email this to them. And he's like, oh my God, they don't have an email. He's like, I'm looking, all the emails are no reply. And so I'm like, okay. I was
Someone
like,
has an email.
How do you contact them?
How do you live here?
No, literally.
How do I pay rent?
He was like, he said something about like, oh, there's like I was like, oh, how do you pay rent? And so it's like little
portals.
Yeah, a portal. There, thank you. So it's a portal. And so then he's like, there's a little message box. Maybe I like type it into the message box. Message box is broken. So
that's by design, girl. They know. That's by design.
And this was so long ago, so I need to bring it up to him again because I was thinking about it yesterday also.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think you can charge that amount of money for like the amount of like
it's
inconvenience that we've both been going through.
And when you moved in, this wasn't happening. It like just started.
No, it was. I think it like maybe like it was a few weeks because that lot was already like bulldozed when I got there. And then they like just started like a few weeks after that or something like that. And it's been over a year.
No. There needs to be an end date.
Yeah.
Or they need to like
there is like it's a new build. This is gonna take them forever. Also with all the rain, every time it rains, it like floods up. And so I don't know what's going on.
It's supposed to rain today, allegedly.
Really?
At like 5. It will be cute. That's infuriating. You need to get money off for that.
Yeah.
That's too much. That's a disturbance. That's insane.
Yeah. I'll cut this out, but
don't.
$2,700.
No, yeah, you should.
For a shitbox apartment that I hate.
Should be 2.
It should be 2. And I literally don't like it there. It is so not the vibe.
You always hit the lighting. You're always like, I hate this.
Yeah, I hated it from the second I got there. And then
you walked in, you're like, and this just makes it worse though, because I do think like when you're in a space,
there's like gaps in the tile in the bathroom because there's this like little like they made it. It's like modern. It is the most poorly constructed apartment I have ever laid eyes on. So they have this little like inset shelf.
Yeah, for the shampoos, lotions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and so
lotions and potions.
There, and then they have like this little track light to like light it up, make it look like all nice and
lotion,
rich, right? There's a gap. There's no grout there, and the track light is hanging down.
Moldy.
I'm not even kidding you. It is insanity. And nobody thought to fix that. I also don't know if they like clean the washer and dryers before we got there. We have a dishwasher. We don't use it because it stinks like doo-doo butt. And the garbage disposal stinks even worse. I can't walk in there.
How do you feel about chemicals? You bleach that bitch?
I do, but it doesn't do anything. It's like literally 2 days later.
If bleach can't fix it,
bleach
can't be fixed.
This apartment cannot be fixed. They should tear down our building. Yeah, give me free rent for
at least $700 off. $2,000 live in hell. That sounds better than what you're doing.
Completely. I'm not.
They need to give you some kind of, what is it called?
It'll be like a back pay or something like that.
Have like
apply it onto the rent for a while.
Because I love amenities. So if I don't have an amenity in my building.
Oh, also the parking spots outside.
Yeah, that's how the concrete happened.
It's not even in the gate. So there's parking spots in the gate. And ours is out front.
Which is how your car got broken that one time.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Somebody threw a lock in my back window. I just like, this is my yellow wallpaper, is the fact that I can't live in peace. I'm a homebody. Like.
Your home needs to be peaceful.
Yes.
And it's not.
And I came from girl apartment, which has this has nothing to do with Kevin.
But going from girl apartment to this is rough stuff.
I spent so much money on girl apartment. I would never do that again. But
rip.
But like going from there to then this.
To this modern hell.
Yeah.
Poorly done modern.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than
laminate floors.
Ooh, there's nothing worse than something that wants to be modern that isn't modern. It's like or it's like half-assed modern.
It's half-assed. It's insane. And then all the handles are like
gynecologist office.
No, it's like a straight line and then it has like a little like divot here. So it's like you like the not with these basically. Like you can't do this. So what I'll do is I use this part of my hand and I'll like pull it out like that because I've literally gotten cuts before because they're so sharp. And then I've also like
not the hardware.
I'll like I have an issue with everything in that apartment. I'll like turn really, really fast and I get like a scratch like right here because it's so sharp and like just it's not
it. It's your yellow wallpaper.
It's my yellow wallpaper.
It's what's sending you to an early grave for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. I feel like mine's kind of petty compared to that because it's like mine's very like I'm not being driven mad by a noise. And I recently had to sleep in a room that had a little clock tick. And the only reason I made it through is because Douglas, my dog's snoring was louder than the clock tick.
I love snoring.
He was like,
it's a really good white noise.
It is. So it took over that, but there was a minute where I heard the and I can't imagine if my mornings woke up to jackhammering. I'd be sad. Jackhammer. I think you can't, because the thing is, it's one thing if it's a couple days in a row. When it's nonstop, weeks on weeks, and that's how you're waking up Monday through Friday, that's a bad time, dude.
Yeah.
Also, I would be pissed off about my car. Like, what do you mean there's concrete on my car from your construction?
Yeah, it's always dirty. There's nothing I can do about it.
And the dust and stuff. And that can't be good for air quality either. They should at least provide an air purifier and like a cut on rent. But I think that they did that by design. They broke their inbox and they're like, oh, you can't complain to us.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny in a nefarious way. It's funny in like it's very funny in like we're not dealing with this.
It's funny if I win. I think that's where I'm at.
Yeah. I'm checking sure I wasn't blinking. My yellow wallpaper, I
can hold mine here.
What I literally wrote in our shared notes was, is that say I know to everything you tell them Like, be courteous and just act shocked. No one likes a know-it-all. Like, shut the fuck up.
I know.
So that was my note.
I know.
But what I'm going to get into is the example I had was I'm going to a wedding this weekend and it's outdoor. There's no tents. Up until 2 days ago, there were no outdoor heaters, anything. Because I think California's weather is like unpredictable, especially in Southern California. And I mean, we went to the Ren Fair a couple weeks ago. It was hot.
So insane.
It was so hot that I got a headache. It was that kind of weather. And anyway, so I think we all assumed, I bought an outfit that assumed it was going to be warm weathers. And anyway, so I let a group chat know. I said, hey, just so you know, it's going to be raining this Saturday. And then the text I got back was, yes, we all know. And I thought, oh, and I was like, there's no way because the weather just changed. I checked this yesterday and there wasn't rain on Saturday. So I'm like, we all know. We all just updating our weather app like it's our text message app. Like I was so confused. And then I thought, why can't you just act like I'm bringing info to the
saw
table?
that.
Or like, yeah, I think there's it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So I think there was a way to be like, oh yeah, like rats.
Yeah.
We know. Instead of like, yeah, we all know. And it was
we all know. We all talked about this and we weren't going to tell you.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, oh, so you all know and didn't mention it? That's also weird. So then I'm like, it probably wasn't how it was said, but that's how I read it. So it sent me, and then because I thought, but the reason it's sending me is because I don't have the audacity to tell people I know, and maybe I fucking should. So when I know something and someone tells me, what I'm going to start doing is go, yeah, I know. Because I'm so tired of acting dumb for people to make them feel not bad when like people are like, oh, did you know that this and this? And I go, oh no. Because I just like play into it because I'm like, yeah, I know, but like I'm happy to hear your take. And I feel like it's a shutdown when you go, yeah, I know. And I don't like shutting people down. Like I think it feels ugly when someone is excited to tell you something. But there's always somebody that's like, oh, do you know this artist? And you're like, yeah, I know. Yeah. That's kind of, it comes off like snooty patootie, but maybe what we should all start doing is going, yeah, I know. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, I will tell you. When I was younger and more of a POS, I literally had to train myself to stop saying I know.
Me too, which is why I think I'm so offended by it now because I'm like, I was like trying to be a courteous person because it comes off like a brown-nosing know-it-all.
But it wasn't more like that. It was more being like, people would say something about like, oh, like I'm just having the hardest day. And I'd be like, oh, I know. And like, I would just say I know as like a way of like
saying yeah or like it's your filler.
Yeah, like
yeah, I know.
Like connecting with people and being like, I understand.
Oh, relatable. Like kind of be like, oh, like I know, like da 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 da. And like I had to like just cut that out because I'm like, I'm not. You didn't like how you were being perceived by engaging like that, or
I don't know. What do you mean? Tell me more.
Oh, so you're agreeing in a way where you're like, I actually don't know. You're like, down. I know, and you're like, I don't though.
I don't know. So it shuts down, and so I would always say like, I know, and I literally had to like tell myself, don't do that.
But you don't be knowing.
Yeah.
But I'm not offended by that because I'm okay with someone trying to. I was doing that too earlier with music. Like, do you know this? I'm like,
yeah.
You know, I don't. But I feel like I'm okay with saying I don't. I don't like it when people are like. But I think I don't like it because I don't have the balls to do it. And maybe it's the fact that I don't have balls. It's like, I need to have some balls and go, you know what? Yeah, I know. So next time someone thinks like, oh, did you know at the Ren Fair they do this? I'll go, yeah, I know. And just shut the fuck up because I'm tired of people being know-it-alls with me and then me being afraid of. And like, I do that all the time. So the weather thing was such a weird one because like, I'm not like a weatherologist. Like, I don't know. Like, I barely check the app. It's very unreliable anyways.
You're trying to figure out what to wear at this point.
I'm just letting the gang know, like, hey, y'all, high is 61. And they're like, yeah, we all know. I'm like, well, I'm part of all, and I didn't. So thanks for sharing?
Yeah.
Question mark. And I know it wasn't meant that way, but I took it that way. And then I realized, no, I'm just mad because I don't have the audacity to, like, let people when I be knowing.
Yeah.
And I don't like that about me.
I think, like...
something I'm going to work on is saying I know more when I know.
This year is all about, like... what is it? Learning things. What did she say? Realizing things. Realizing things. So like realizing that you like balls is good.
Yeah. Or it's like I have balls, but then I feel bad I guess like I feel bad for the people around me because I feel like I always know shit and I don't want to shut people down. So then I pretend like I don't know shit.
I think if you're pure of heart and like unapologetic about who you are, then that's probably the safest way to go about it.
Well, because also my husband is the kind of person that like I'll always tell him something that's in like, he knows everything from like, he knows all the news. Like it actually, and I like to mess with him sometimes with giving him fake headlines. Like I had this whole bit not that long ago where I was like, oh, it only takes 3 hours to get to the moon. He goes, what? I'm like, rocket science. Like, and I just kind of, he's like, no, 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 where'd you hear that? And I'm like, it's online. Like, and then he was like, no, no, it takes 5 to get to New York. I'm like, it's a rocket ship, babe. Like, rocket science.
This is how it is now.
I'm just, it only takes 3 hours to get to the moon. And he was like, no, no. But he believed me for 1 second. But the point is, he knows everything. So he knows all about like, this happened, this got bombed, that happened. And then he'll also know about like celebrity drama. So I'll tell him like, oh, did you hear? He goes, yeah, I know. And I'm never offended because I know he doesn't mean it. But I'm like, well, then why didn't you tell me?
Yeah.
Because he always is someone that be knowing. And then I pretend like I don't know stuff, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Because I think that people shouldn't have that. I'm tired of letting people think that they're teaching me things.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people teach me things. And so, I mean, that's it. And that's all.
That's also a way of connection, though, too, because it's like, I want to hear you talk about something that you're excited about.
Yes.
Because that makes me excited about the thing that you're excited about.
Yes.
But like, pick and choose like who you choose to do that with.
And I also think you can ask like a follow-up question, like, oh, I totally heard that, and then add like an anecdote to like, what did you create think? Dialogue. Yeah. I think it's one thing
learning how to talk to people.
Yeah, in a
what
nice
did
way.
You think?
Yeah, but I do think there's people that I can shut down with a yeah, I know, and full stop and walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. We're going Dora the Explorer. We're like, what was your favorite part? That's mine too. Like,
yeah, I know.
We're recessing.
No, it is. Yeah, I know. I know. Just kidding. Wait, so no, that's my new weaponized incompetence. Yeah, I know. So I do that. That was my yellow wallpaper because it set me up. I was having like a hormonal moment, and I had a couple other ones that were too inappropriate, and so I felt like that was my easiest one. Was it? Yeah, I know. And I looked at the text and I thumbs upped it, and like in hate, I was like, thumbs up. Like this, I'm like breaking all my teeth. And then I realized, no, I'm just mad because I don't have the balls to do that when I'd be knowing. And so I had to like have a moment of like looking inward and going, you know what, sack up and start telling people when you know. And especially when it's like and then also too, stop informing the masses.
Yeah.
Because now I'm realizing I'm informing groups that aren't informing me back.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, I was looking out for you and your cold arms. You weren't looking out for mine.
Yeah.
And like this coarse hair in the rain, mop. Like, yeah. I get dreads. I don't have curly, cute hair. I have dreads.
But, like, it's also, like, I don't know. Like, it does suck that you were trying to be helpful and then it, like, wasn't. Like,
then it was like, oh, we're all in a group chat where we know. And I'm like, oh, sick.
So you're kind of like, okay, well, like, if I wouldn't have said anything, like, it seems like you guys already have everything under control. I can step back.
It's giving, I'll just go myself.
Well, it's giving,
yeah.
I'm not going to, like, I don't need to help anybody else but myself. So if I show up in a jacket, everybody's in like strapless wear.
Yeah.
Then good for me.
Good for me.
I'll say, whoa, did you guys not see the weather? Like, yeah. That's crazy.
But it's like, oh yeah, we all saw it. And I thought, oh, okay, so I wasn't in that message then. Because if you all saw it, I'm part of all, I thought. I'm in the same group chat. So how did you all see that?
Yeah.
Who's all? Then I'm like, did all 5 of you get together and chat?
Take care of yourself.
And then I realized like it wasn't meant like that at all. It just was like how I took it because I was trying to be helpful and I felt shut down.
Yeah.
And I think that I could benefit from shutting other people down more.
Potentially.
And like not in a mean way, but in just kind of like maybe in like a way where like you're not teaching me as much as you think.
Well, the amount of energy that I feel like goes outward when you're trying to like
pretend you don't know.
Pretend you don't know, or like be courteous, be extra courteous for like all of these things, and like
stop wasting energy on being courteous.
Like not like 5 ever, but to a certain extent. If you have time, you have time. If you don't have time, then like don't kill yourself for it.
No, for real.
And I think that like I mean like I know people who have that tendency to like it's not over compassionate or something like I don't know what it's called, but like they're like overly putting themselves in a situation where like they're kind of uncomfortable or they're getting impatient or they're kind of just being like, okay, yeah, no, totally, like no, I like no, I'll do that, like don't worry about that, like just kind of having that mentality of everything and being like everything's okay. And it's like nobody here is suffering but you, babe. You're the only person that's suffering because this bothers you.
Yep.
Everybody else is being able to go kind of like happy-go-lucky about their lives and their day, and they don't really care how this turns out.
They don't.
But you're over here staying up till midnight, making sure the cake is baked correctly and all these like things. And I'm like, if that's what you want to do, then go right ahead. But if what you're doing is because you want to be appreciated for it, then like just know you probably won't be. Every single
Totally.
person will probably let you down.
No, for real. And I'm learning I'm a lesson that I've definitely learned in the last 2 years, especially, is like, not that people don't appreciate me, but like, when I'm doing something, have finally taken a stance of like, I know I'm not going to get gratitude or thanks back. And if I'm not willing to do it,
Just for yourself,
then I can't do it, because
yeah,
it is like soul crushing when you
yeah,
put like your full into something, and then it's like like just a lack of
like
acknowledgement.
whatever,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, whatever. And it's like, okay. And like, I feel like when people do even this, and I think that bothers me specifically is someone will do the smallest thing for me and I will blow it up to make
yeah.
them like to show them I'm so grateful for this like
When
gesture.
Kevin took me on our first date ever, he paid for my food. I started crying. And he almost started crying because he's like, has nobody ever paid for your food before? And I was like, no.
You're like, no, that's like,
Like,
thank
this
you for
is a
feeding me.
huge deal. Like, this
Yeah.
is a really big deal.
Yeah.
And he was like, wife. And I was like, okay, yay. Like, all I had to do was like be vulnerable and treated like shit for my whole life.
All I had to do was be treated like shit
Amazing.
for years and years. No, but I get what you mean, where it's like you want to like
that
celebrate.
Is so amazing.
Like,
thank you
for doing that.
Yeah.
And it's like, and to him, he's like, that's really no big deal. And you're like, no, like, but to me, it's a big deal.
Exactly.
So like, when people give me like the littlest anecdotes of just like little things that like mean a lot to me, I'm like, whoa, wow, thank you.
Yeah.
And I don't seem to get that back.
Yeah.
And I think that, and not in all situations, like the people that like, you know, Marcus does it. Like, I feel like there's people that like get it, but I think that I now know, like, there are things I will never do again because I'm like, no, like that made me feel crummy because I didn't get gratitude. And then that made me feel bad because I'm like, wait, why was I really doing this, to get praise? And then that kind of made me feel like a shit person. So like, I shouldn't be doing something to get like a thank you from, who fucking cares if so-and-so thanks me? Change the narrative. So stop feeling bad for yourself. Have the audacity. That's kind of but my yellow wallpaper is, I know, and I'm going to turn that into something I use now. I know. Oh, I know.
And like, I think when I changed the narrative and I started doing every single thing for myself, like, it kind of made everything a lot easier to digest. Like, it made everything a lot harder to do. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, because it's like, I'm not motivated by me.
It's so hard to do something for yourself, but to do it for other people. And I think that's why
we fall into that.
That's why it ended up like shifting that way in the first place, is because you're like, I'm doing things for other people because like I want to, and then it shifted, and then now you're kind of stuck in this area where you don't know how to do things for yourself anymore.
Yeah.
So now you have to retrain
yourself,
do things for yourself without feeling like, oh, I'm super selfish or something like that. And then you get what I'm saying?
No, I 100% get it.
It's like this horrible type thing.
Because I'm the same way, like a lot of times with like art, even like I'm creating for someone else, I'll like put a gun to my head, like a figurative gun to my head. I'm like, I'm getting this done. When it's for me, it'll sit outside for months and months and months. I'll look at it and go, nah.
I have to do a return for my mom. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you gotta get it done.
Do a return for myself. I'm like, that's fine.
I'm with myself too much. And it's like not like a lack of respect for myself, but that's actually what it is. And so like that's the part. So when you think about it, you're like, I don't respect me. And that's got to change, because there's some people that will like they will not veer from their schedule to make things about you. So it's weird to me that I'm like, wait, I got to stop dropping my life for people that wouldn't do that for me. So I think I'm just realizing things and learning things. So I'm trying to be better about me for me.